Am I the meanest?
Punsh drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Punsh drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Punsh drunk.
Well, who am I?
Punsh drunk.
Who am I?
Punsh drunk.
I can't hear you.
Punsh drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, mi gente, que lo que? You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself, a.k.a. el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know God first, everything second, 5 plus 5 equals true champions. You already know. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. What up? What up? Oh, it's mute. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? Everything good? One second, y'all. 1 second, y'all. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? The man, the myth, the legend, the golden one.
How good, brother? How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Oscar De La Hoya, ladies and gentlemen. Oscar De La Hoya, the golden one, the legend, the myth, the legend. How you been, Oscar De La Hoya?
I've been good, my man. Just working away, chipping away. Enjoying this beautiful sport of boxing, and just trying to do what's right for the sport.
First and foremost, I really have to give you credit. I don't really think that you get the credit in terms of being the voice of of Latino American, when there was no voice in reference to, you know the saying that you're not all the way Mexican, you're not all the way American, because we're more like Latino descendants. So we're trying to find an identity. And you was the first voice, the first icon of American Latino. How do you feel about that, being the voice of American Latino?
Well, I mean, I don't really put any type of emphasis on whether I was a voice or not, or I didn't really think about it too much. But what people don't know, I mean, when I won the Olympic Games in '92, and being born in the U.S. and having Mexican blood in me, people literally didn't know where I was from. I mean, am I from Mexico? Am I a U.S. citizen? So you're right. Your identity gets lost.
Yep.
And so, we were the first ones to literally cross over in terms of marketing, in terms of trying to figure out, the Latino market. And, I remember doing commercials in Spanish and English, for McDonald's, for Puma, for, Budweiser. And so at that point, back in 1992, when I won the gold medal, it was still being figured out. And, even till this day, I mean, we're still trying to figure it out.
Facts.
But yeah, I kind of pat my back a little bit because, we were the pioneers and crossing over.
You know what it is, because when I always was a fan of yours, but when I really needed to be that support system was that build up to Julio Cesar Chavez and yourself. When that came into play, like, oh, is he the real Mexican? And me being a Dominican descendant, as an American Latino, I identify with you. Like in my neighborhood, I was born here, but my parents was born in Dominican Republic. So it was like, you're not real Dominican, but you're not real American. So when that buildup was what I was going through in my upbringing, in my community, and that's why it was the first voice of American Latino. You know what I'm saying? So
I definitely understand. That if you're an athlete, if you're an entertainer, you if you're born in the U.S. And you're, let's say, of like yourself, Dominican descent, or whatever it might be, Cuban descent, or it's really difficult to really identify with.
Yeah.
With your culture, because you're gonna have people saying, well, you weren't born here, and then you have America saying, well, you're not American because your skin color. It was for me it was difficult. I mean, for me, the racism that I incurred, I mean don't let me start. It was even for a gold medalist, even for a world champion, it was tough. And so I when I fought Chavez, I had to stick to my guns and say, look, yes, I'm proud of being a U.S. citizen. I mean, that this is the country I was born in, and the opportunities that this country has given me, I appreciate. But also I admire and I respect and I love my roots.
Facts.
And I stuck with that message, and when I was fighting Chavez, and when the Mexican nationals were booing me, and when everybody was hating me in LA, I stuck to my guns. I stuck to my message, and guess what? Over the years, people started understanding that I was right. That I was right. I'm neither from here, neither from there, but I stuck to my message, and that message was just be proud of who you are, be proud of where you come from, and everything will be okay.
And I appreciate that, because you did give us but maybe you didn't know, but you was a voice to not just Mexican American, but just Latino American, because we never had that. So I just want to thank you. That was an inspiration and motivation of me growing up. So I just wanted to thank you and give you your flowers for that. But of course, you already know this. We got Alexis Rocha. You're doing a wonderful job. You have mastered the art of being the man, the top dog as a fighter, but also being one of the top dog as a promoter. And how do you and one of the primary issues in the sport of boxing is inactivity. But you have done a wonderful job with Alexis Rocha. 6 fights in less than 2 years. What do you feel about Alexis Rocha and your work with him?
Yeah, look, I think Alexis Rocha is one of the few fighters that really gets and understands that, you know, fighters have a short window of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Rocha loves to stay busy. Rocha loves to, you know, fight the tough fights. Rocha understands that a fighter's career is only so long, and you must, you know, seize the moment. And so, look, Rocha right now is the number one fighter in the world, the number one contender to Crawford's title. He understands that. He understands that there's risk to what he's, you know, to his next fight against Santillán. He understands all that, but he also understands that, you know, he must keep his tools sharpened. He must stay active. He knows that this is a great opportunity, and you know, that's what I admire about him, is that he's a fighter that is willing to step up against anybody and you know, and fight, and you know, no matter his position, no matter the opportunity, he takes it.
Look, and that's wonderful. The welterweight division, you already know, it has its undisputed. Hopefully, if Rocha gets this victory versus Giovanni, are you going to try to make that fight with him and Terence Crawford, the undisputed welterweight champion of the world?
Well, the WBO convention was
in Punta Cana,
and so we know that Crawford is staying at 147.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Crawford is keeping his titles, and you know, therefore Rocha's fighting Santillán to stay active, to stay busy. But yeah, it depends on what Crawford is gonna do. You know, it all depends on him. And but Rocha is in line. You know, we strongly feel that the more Crawford waits,
yeah,
the more fights that Rocha has, the more experience he gets, you know, the better opportunity Rocha will have against Crawford. So, yeah, he's waiting in line. He's patient, and but I really do think that fight will happen relatively soon.
Yeah, man. I hope so. Hope so. He's in line, and he's been in line for quite some time. Zurdo Ramirez, beautiful performance versus Joe Smith. Looked very comfortable in the cruiserweight division. Of course, he had his loss with Bivol, but he came back and had an incredible performance. Great movement, great posture. Looked like he was just a newfound fighter with his movement and elusiveness. Tell me what you feel about Zurdo Ramirez win, and what's in the future.
Yeah, I mean, Zurdo put on a masterful performance against Joe. Very proud of him. He looked incredible. He was light on his feet. Great head movement. Great combinations. I think Zurdo Ramirez proved to the world that he's back. Mm-hmm. I think Zurdo Ramirez proved that he has what it takes to become a world champion again, and so this new weight class is going to do him some good. Yeah. I think there's a lot of good names out there for him, like Badu Jack.
Oh yeah, Middle East.
So that would be an incredible fight that I would, you know, pursue. Mm-hmm. So you know, first things first, I'm gonna sit down with Zurdo and map out his next couple of fights and take from there.
Yeah, I want to run through your stable, because I think you're doing a wonderful job and staying and keeping your fighters busy. Great fights. We want to see Vergil Ortiz back in the ring. Of course, he's been dealing with health issues, but he's going to be in 154. Is a stacked division. What do you feel about Vergil Ortiz at 154? A lot of people talking about Tim Zhu or Charlo moving back down. What's the future holds for Vergil Ortiz?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, look, Vergil Ortiz is one of the most dominant, you know, knockout punchers out there in the sport today. I mean, his career tells it all. Being undefeated with 19 fights, 19 KOs, it's incredible. So, first thing is first. I'm glad that Vergil Ortiz is healthy. He's back. He does want to move up in weight, whether it's 154 or 160. That's still up in the air. But we do have a date for him in early January. We are in discussions with opponents. We are in discussions with venues. But I strongly feel that if Vergil Ortiz fights at 154, like you mentioned, that division is stacked.
Yeah.
And there's great opportunities to face the likes of Crawford, to face the likes of Errol Spence. So, I think sky's the limit for Vergil. He's one of those fighters that will fight anybody. But I'll tell you one thing. I just got off the phone with him, and it's scary what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm scared for anybody who's going to face him because he misses being in the ring.
Yeah.
He misses fighting. He misses knocking people out. So he's on a mission, and I can hear it in his voice that he wants to be a world champion, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get there.
Well, not only I think he's going to be a world champion, but everything you touch turns to gold. You will have the formula to not making just great fighters, but making them the cash cow to sport of boxing. Look at Canelo Alvarez. Look at Ryan Garcia. I believe you turned Pretty Boy into Money May. I think if he never fought you, he never would have been the Money May. I think you.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, look, you take a look at Pacquiao. Before he fought me, he was just a contender, a rising, champion. And you take a look at Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. Before he fought me, he turns into Money Floyd.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's something there that I don't know what I have.
What's the formula? What's the secret? What's the ingredients?
What's the other beans that I eat? I don't know.
You got the formula because, and also that like I said, I'm giving you your flowers. What you do in the ring and outside the ring. You was the first, as a promoter, but also partnering up with your contemporaries. I remember, you and Hopkins, of course, you already know that. The Shane Mosley, you partner with Shane Mosley, Ricky Hatton, Golden Boy UK. When you was the first one to really wanted to build this boxing, but with your contemporaries. Cotto, we partner with Cotto. You have partnered with Manny Pacquiao with the Lucas Matisse fight. Why is it so important to you to partner up with your contemporaries?
Well, that's the only way you're gonna, attract the fighters to make the fights. I've always, even till this day, I'm preaching that us promoters must come together in order to make these big fights happen. Especially now that Showtime's out of the business, it's a very sad day for boxing, but it also creates opportunity. I think that if we can come together as promoters and set our egos aside, we can make these big mega fights happen. Because at the end of the day, you have executives looking at the sport when it's generating millions and millions and millions of dollars. You have executives looking at the sport and the sport producing millions of buys and pay-per-view. So we must come together as a sport, as promoters, make the biggest fights possible. And look, Showtime being out, it's sad, but it also creates opportunity.
Yeah, man, it's for a hardcore boxing fan that know what HBO has done for boxing, what Showtime done for boxing, and you've been a catalyst in both networks. It's sad. It's sad, but everything has an evolution. It has its evolution. What do you feel like? What do you feel? What PBC should do? You know what I'm saying? I know that, sometimes you have your run-ins with the Al Haymans of the world, but what will you think that they should go to the zone and go to one platform so everybody could just make easy business, easy fights?
Yeah, sure. That would be very interesting. I'm pretty sure that Al will figure something out for his stable. But wouldn't it be nice to have everybody under one roof?
Nice.
One platform? Where we can make all the big fights happen. So I strongly feel that, look, I'm proud to be working with all the promoters. I have no ego whatsoever. I mean, Saturday night, I'm working with Top Rank and Santillon. I'm working with Samson Boxing.
Nice.
In the championship for the women's championship fights. I'm working with Miguel Cotto Promotions as well. So I've always believed that if you work with all the promoters and make the better fights, then boxing is talked about and fight fans are happy. So Saturday night is no exception.
Yeah, sometimes they say, like in the Bible, it says money is the root of all evil. Sometimes ego is the root of all evil. I believe if everybody
ego is not my amigo.
Facts. I feel like if everybody just channel their ego and do what's best for boxing, everybody will flourish because there's a lot of money to be made. Oh, hey, the YouTubers will take it. I'll take it. If y'all don't want to take it, I'll take it. Oscar, I'm a YouTuber. I'll take it if y'all don't want it.
There you go.
Oh, but of course, a lot of people want to talk. A lot of people want Ryan Garcia back in the ring. He's going to be fighting Duarte, Duarte Jr. He's a dangerous fighter for. He got a lot of power. Ryan Garcia got a lot of power. He went down and seeked Derek James. So we know that Ryan Garcia is trying to, fix the wrong, enhance his skills, enhance his legacy. What do you feel about that fight? And what the future holds for Ryan Garcia if he's victorious versus Duarte?
Yeah, I mean, look. First of all, I was surprised that Ryan chose Oscar Duarte. It's not an easy fight. I think that Ryan Garcia, has to be commended for it because after getting knocked out by Tank Davis and then now fighting a knockout artist in Oscar Duarte, if you take a look at his last 11 fights have been by knockout. His only loss that he's had is a split decision. So it's a live dog, like they say. Oscar Duarte, I think, is going to come with everything. I think Oscar Duarte is ready to spoil Garcia's plans. But I do think that Ryan is on a mission, and changing trainers. I think Derek James is a good trainer for Ryan. If on Wednesday, then obviously sky's the limit. You have all the fighters out there like Teofimo. You have the winner of Haney and Prograis. So I think sky's the limit. 140 right now is the hot division.
Oh yeah, hot division, money division, legacy division. And I saw you sitting down with the takeover Teofimo Lopez. Me personally, I would love to see Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, February 10th, Super Bowl on Vegas. Isn't that something like something that could be special for both fighters? February 10th, Las Vegas Super Bowl weekend. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean that would be incredible, and I've actually talked about it. And I strongly feel that that it is possible. Logistics will be a little difficult because Super Bowl and football taking over the whole sports, world, and Las Vegas, being taken over by the NFL will be a little difficult. But there's no reason why we couldn't have it the following week or the next couple of weeks after the Super Bowl. But
you're the golden one. You are the golden one. You make it happen.
I strongly feel that I think there's something there with the whole new arena, the Sphere, and Ryan Garcia being the first fight there. So there's something there that I'm working on, and so I'll keep everybody posted. But I strongly feel that it is possible to put together a Super Bowl type event for boxing.
I mean, I think that would be very highly big. Also, Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield, one of the phenoms in the 135-pound division, one of the hardest working men in the sport of boxing.
Yes.
The infamous licking his blood off his face. He is a warrior. I've been following him since the amateurs. I support him 100%. I remember him in Davis Entertainment in San Antonio as well. Shout out to them. I love that y'all signed him. He's an incredible talent. I feel like he you know, a lot of sparring stories. He's beating everybody up in sparring. All the names, your favorite fighter, he beats him up in sparring. He has a reputation. What do you feel about Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin, and what's his ceiling?
I really think that at this pace, you know, how he's fighting, how he's training, how we're keeping him busy, I think that sky's the limit for him. I think that, you know, Floyd Schofield is the epitome of what a fighter, you know, should be. And that's, you know, he's a hard worker. He's humble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Floyd is you know, just keeps getting better. I'll tell you one thing: he's going to be very, very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
Very soon for anybody at 135 and 140.
Yeah, I think he has the total package, and knowing that you turn everything into gold, I just could see it right now. Him being in the headlines, pay-per-view, the biggest fights. He and his father, shout out to his father, has done a wonderful job with his son as well. I also want to share light in your lady. Holly has done a wonderful job, you know what I'm saying, giving you the confidence, making you that happy person that you always wanted to be. How special is Holly to you?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be here literally alive if it wasn't for her. I mean, she's brought in life to me, you know, and she did it in a way where it was just so simple, and that was just, you know, caring for me and giving me love. And yeah, she's a special woman, and you know, we make a perfect team. I think that, you know, when you say everything I touch, you know, turns into gold. everything she touches turns into platinum. So I strongly feel that you know, without her I couldn't do this.
That's what's up. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out all the ladies that's tuning in right now. Shout out to Holly. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the ladies, you know. And shout out to your beautiful kids as well. The documentary was one of the best documentaries I've seen. It touched a lot of things that we didn't know, or the genuine, authentic Oscar De La Hoya. How special was it for you to show your authentic side, things that you've been holding in, things that probably people didn't know? How special was the documentary for you to make? And how are you feeling as a person now? You know, you don't have to hide behind an image, and now you can actually just be who you are.
Yeah, no, look, it was obviously scary to open up the way I did, but I had to open up, you know, for myself. You know, I had to open up for myself to just, you know, tell the truth and be honest, and just let out all that frustration and baggage that I've been carrying with me forever. You know, so you know, people tell me, "Oh my gosh, thank you for doing that documentary." I go, "Look, I didn't do it for anybody else. I did it for myself."
Yeah.
You know, and if it can touch people and you know, and help them, and you know, great. But the fact that I did it, yeah, it was scary. It's petrifying when you're letting, you know, everything out there. But I had to do it, and I think it was the best.
Now, the authentic side, of course, of you relates to the common man. You know, people that make mistakes, people that has vulnerabilities, people that overcome. That's the part of life. You know, your journey is what your story, what you do in the ring and what you do outside of the ring, translates to life itself, is the common man. And I think this is why you was the people's champion. That's why you the golden boy, because you did relate to the common man, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate that very much. And you know, it's all about being authentic. It's all about just being honest. And you know, I think you know, the weight is finally off my shoulder. I can be myself, and you know, life goes on.
Hey man, I think you've been a catalyst to Canelo Alvarez's career, the 4 Division World Champion. I call him King Nelo, aka Cartelo, aka Cash Nelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez. Will we ever see that collaboration again? Because I feel like that was golden. You know, will we see a collaboration of Golden Boy, Canelo Alvarez once again, like the good old days?
Yeah, you never know. You never know. I think you know, anything is possible. So just time will tell. I think you know, he's had a great career, and you know, I'm very proud to say that, you know, we discovered him, we built him, and you know, it's been a great ride for him, and you know, I wish him all the best, and you know, but you never know. So maybe one day.
Hey, I say this, you know, you remember when you was alluding to you as a promoter and what you learned, and being a promoter, now you understood Bob Arum even more. I think when Canelo Alvarez retires, he becomes a promoter like he will understand you even more. You know, I think that people don't understand the responsibilities of what you carry.
There's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of responsibility, and you know, but like I said, there's only one Golden Boy, baby.
Oh, Golden Boy is only one. It's only one. The golden touch. The golden touch. There's only one man that turned everything to gold. I want to ask you this, because you said that the best accomplishment was the gold medal, right? Out of all the championship, you said it was the gold medal. It's unfortunate that boxing is not going to be in the Olympics. How do you feel about, you know, basically the Olympics abandoning boxing, and the amateur circuit is not what it used to be, but that's what captivated you to your stardom, the amateurs, the Olympics. What do you feel about the amateur circuit and the Olympics abandoning boxing?
Well, I mean, it definitely needs some help. I mean, I don't know if they're abandoning boxing just yet. I think they're thinking about it, but you know, I still think there's an opportunity. I mean, you know, I'm gonna sit down with my team and get a hold of the Olympic Committee, and possibly you know, think about becoming an ambassador. You know, because the Olympics is the stage, the global stage to create champions, to create heroes, to create stars, and so it would be a shame. But I think that there's still a window of opportunity to make sure that it stays in the Olympics.
Yeah, man, I love the amateurs. Sometimes I get tired of the professional level, and I stick to the amateurs. That's why I know a lot of young fighters. Yeah, sometimes I get frustrated with professionals, you know, and I like watching the amateurs, because it feels, you know, they fighting. There's no money. It's just pride and joy, and just, you know, it's no. Yeah, there is some corruption in amateur boxing, but the fighters just fight to the death, you know. What in Twitter, you had an exchange with Bud Crawford. You disagree with what he said. Can you clarify on what you mean by that? Because some people disagree with what you're saying. Some he feels like fighters should be on the table. What do you feel about it? Can you clarify the statements in your tweet between you and Bud Crawford?
Yeah, look, I mean, I like I said, I was a fighter before I was a promoter. And I understand that you know, yes, fighters should be in charge of their career. Yes, that's great, and you should be, right? But there's a time and place for everybody.
Okay.
As a promoter myself, I know for a fact that if fighters are sitting down at a table with promoters, with managers, trying to carve out a deal, it would be impossible. Us fighters, we have too much ego, too much pride. Imagine a fighter saying, well, I deserve 80%. And then the other fighter, well, I deserve 80%. So it's just impossible. So what I'm trying to say is, get yourself the proper, smart representation, somebody you trust.
Yeah.
Delegate to them because you're the boss, you're in charge, and you worry about your fighting, you worry about your training, because the window of opportunity that a fighter has is so small. You have to worry about your training. That's it. Focus on your fight. Focus on your craft. Because I'll tell you one thing. When I was trying to negotiate my fights, when I was trying to do this and that, I'll tell you one thing. It was not easy. I lost focus on my training. I thought that I was the boss man. And what happens? You lose fights, this, that. So, yeah, it's like stay in your own lane.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Nah, it's understood. It's understood. There is egos even with fighters and stuff and things of that nature. But learning the business should be important for the fighters as well. And you're a fighter yourself. You have, like, again, you have mastered the game in and out the ring. So I always used to tell even young fighters, man, if there's a promoter that will be the first priority for me to meet, it will be the guy that mastered everything as a fighter and has mastered the promotional side. Like, yeah, we have great promoters. Shout out to Bob Arum, shout out to Eddie Hearn, shout out to PBC Al Heyman, but nobody could understand you at the highest level in the business and in the fighting side like Oscar De La Hoya. Do you agree on that?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that very much. But you think about this. I mean, this is obviously one of my goals. Imagine I got, inducted into the Hall of Fame as a fighter.
Ooh.
My goal, my vision is to be inducted and be the very first and last fighter to be inducted as a promoter, as well in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you're doing a wonderful job, Oscar. You did reconstruct. Did you signed an extension with the Zone, right? It's 5 years or 4 or 5 years.
I'm sorry.
Did you reconstructed your or you have a new contract with the Zone, right? Golden Boy Promotion.
Yeah, we're on the table negotiating. Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, man. Golden.
All right, my man.
All right, Oscar De La Hoya, thank you again for your time and what you have done to the sport of boxing, brother. Keep on moving, keep on pushing, keep on elevating. God bless you, brother.
You got it. Thank you very much, man. Great chatting with you, brother. Thank you.
All right. Oscar De La Hoya, the pride of LA, the 6th Division World Champion of the world. Shout out to Oscar De La Hoya. Guts in the building. Guts in the building. Thanks, Punsh. Saludo, Oscar. Good looking now for the people that tuned in. Yeah, man, he was on the road and try to do the StreamYard, but he's like, yo, let's do it right now. I'm gonna call you up. Let's do it on the phone and stuff like that. Tried the best that we could do, but of course he has a busy day. He had the press conference with Alexis Rocha and versus Giovanni. Alexis Rocha, the welterweight, and the WBO, and WBO mandatory for Terence Crawford. Guido said, great interview. Thank you, man, for the people that tuned in. Jackie Hernandez, la reina de boxeo. Shout out to Jackie. Mill City Boxing in the building. What's good with Mill City Boxing? Great job. Good looking now. Everybody subscribe to my brother, Mill City Boxing, the channel, the boxing channel of the year. Mill City Boxing. You see, I got no ego. That's my brother. I got no ego. Mill City Boxing, the boxing channel of the year. Let's go, brother. If you haven't subscribed to Mill City Boxing, man, Guts, man, I appreciate you, my brother, with the $10 super chat. Compra comida china. HLD in the building. What's good, man? HLD. Cesa. In the building. What's good, man? What's good, y'all? Boricua in the building. Christian Padilla in the building. What's good, Christian Padilla? I thought we was just in the limbo. We was gonna reschedule it for 3 hours away. Then it's like, let's do it now. Let's do it. I understand. Look. Oscar De La Hoya is an icon. Oscar De La Hoya is you could say probably the standard in boxing when you think about Oscar De La Hoya, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. So to get Oscar De La Hoya, man, I'm blessed, bro. And I want to thank y'all. I want to thank everybody in that support the channel because, man, I started this channel. I'm going live. There's like 1 people, 2 people for like 20 minutes, 7 people for an hour. And to have the honor to talk to icons of the game, best, probably one of the best guys that ever laced them up. Top 10 top 20. It's an honor. It's an honor to talk to Oscar De La Hoya. Never thought that me starting a channel, I will meet so many legends. And I want to thank y'all for supporting the channel. I try my best to make this a channel that is for boxing, to preserve the sport of boxing, to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. Oscar De La Hoya has been everything you want as a fighter. Oscar De La Hoya fought anybody, anytime, anywhere, didn't care, win or lose. He never cheated us out of our money, of our time. So shout out to Oscar De La Hoya, and shout out for him to giving me the opportunity. Oscar De La Hoya, man, he likes the things I put out, and I'm grateful for it. But I'm grateful for the support that people have for this channel. Good looking out, man. Good looking out. He said, Mel City said, great interview, bro. One of the greatest boxers, just blessed your channel. Yes. Shout out to Oscar. Shout out to Oscar. Hold on. I think we touched base on, everything that should be in the surface, right? Hold on, give me a second. We touched base on things on the surface. We touched base on what Alexis Rocha is going to be doing next. If he wins this next fight, or they're going to push for, or they're going to sign the petition for the Bud Crawford fight. Bud Crawford's going to stay in the 147-pound division. We don't know if he's going to fight the rematch with Earl the True Spence. We touched base on Ryan Garcia and his fight with Duarte Jr. If he's going to be fighting, maybe we could fight. He could fight Teofimo Lopez February 10th. We touched base on that. We touched base on Showtime. Hopefully, even he believes, and I think that a lot of people also agree with Oscar De La Hoya, that everybody should be in one banner. He supports that everything should be in one banner. Shout out also to the Boxing Voice, because the Boxing Voice, Nestor Gibbs, he's been talking about everything should be on one banner. And Oscar De La Hoya feel the same way. I think will make the easiest fight. So shout out to my brother, also the Boxing Voice, Nestor Gibbs. Guido, we talked about Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz in the stacked division, 154-pound division. Hopefully he gets his health back together. I think with them, health comes first. Shout out to Vergil Ortiz Sr. Shout out to Kid Austin. You know what I'm saying? He touched based on Kid Austin, his ceiling, and Gilberto Ramirez versus Joe Smith. Give him his flowers as a Latino American, and I had to give I always wanted to give Oscar De La Hoya his flowers, because Oscar De La Hoya, and maybe a lot of people don't understand this, but to me, he was the first icon, the first crossover voice for American Latinos. I'm talking about Latinos that was born here. Latinos that in our community, people will be like, oh, tú eres no dominicano, tú eres americano. And the Americans will be like, tú eres un hick, tú eres un dominicano. And we're in a limbo. And I'm glad that I expressed this to Oscar De La Hoya, because I feel like the build up to Oscar De La Hoya and Julio Cesar Chavez, not even me being a Mexican, but me identifying when people was calling Oscar De La Hoya a fake Mexican, or he's not a real Mexican, because of course he was facing the guy that was born and raised and the hero of Mexico. Me not being Mexico, but me being a descendant of Dominican that was born here, but my parents in the Dominican Republic. I felt that's when I really became that type of fan. I was a fan of Oscar De La Hoya, but I needed to support Oscar De La Hoya because he identified with a lot of, first generation Dominican, first generation Latino American, that we are like the stepchild. Are we American? Or we are our parents native country? We was always like, are we, you know what I'm saying? We always like the stepchild of America. We needed to seek some type of identity. And with Oscar De La Hoya, that promotion, if y'all understand that promotion, right? That promotion with Julio Cesar Chavez and Oscar De La Hoya, when everybody was supporting Oscar De La Hoya, the Mexicans, the Mexican American was supporting Oscar De La Hoya until he faced Julio Cesar Chavez. It was like, oh, you're not really Mexican. The same thing they did with David Benavidez just several months ago. Oh, he's not really Mexican. He's American. And then the Americans will say he's Mexican. And now we in the limbo. Y'all don't understand that he was the first voice. You know, there's first voice for Black America athletes. You know what I'm saying? Jackie Robinson, right? Had a voice for Black American. You know what I'm saying? You got Manny Pacquiao for the Philippines, right? You know, you got for the Mexican athletes and stuff like that. But for the American Latinos, Oscar de la Hoya was our voice, our identity at the large scale. He represented us, and I'm glad that he was one of the best athletes in the world, the best fighter in the world, and I'm glad that he's in a good place right now. Jesse Owens, Joe Louis, right? Well, Oscar de la Hoya was us for Latinos American. For me, Oscar de la Hoya for Latino American. He was that to me. You feel me? There was nobody bigger than that. Nobody spoke for American Latinos or represented American Latino. And the way they did him in that promotion leading up to the Julio Cesar Chavez fight, I identify with that because I grew up with again. How many people in the chat grew up like that? You're not really Puerto Rican. You're not really Cuban. You're not really Mexican. Tú eres Chicano. You're not really Mexican. You're not really Ecuadorian because your parents was born in the country, but the people in that country would be like, tú no Dominicano, tú Americano, tú Americano. And then the Americans, the black and the whites will be like, what are you? Oh, I'm American. No, you're not, man. You a wetback, right? You came from a banana boat, right? It's like, damn, we don't know what's our lane. They don't want us. We're like the stepchild of them. We're like the stepchild of America. What are we? Who wants us? Who's proud to have us? Right? Who's prideful to just represent us? Oscar de la Hoya represented us. What's good, Rapstar Boxing Out is the voice of the UK, London, bruv. Let me take this. Hold on. Give me one second. Shout out to Oscar de la Hoya. Shout out to Oscar de la Hoya, the golden one. Everything touches the gold. We talked about that. He touches everything to gold. Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion. Super middleweight undisputed. King Canelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cash Canelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez. The cash cow. Ryan Garcia. 1.2 million with Javante San Davis. He turned pretty boy into money made. You feel me? Shout out to Oscar de la Hoya, man. Shout out to Oscar de la Hoya. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. You in the right place. This is the boxing channel right here. This is the boxing channel right here. The respect is right here. Punch Run Boxing. Let's go. Mr. Moonshine, el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. I don't see Canelo and Oscar working together again, but they share some history. You can't read right here, man. Don't worry, yo. Sometimes you get older and you start thinking like, yo, nah, he was there. If it wasn't for Golden Boy promotion, if it wasn't for Oscar de la Hoya, Canelo Alvarez would have never been a big star like he was. Because the relevance of Oscar de la Hoya. If Oscar de la Hoya didn't even give Floyd Mayweather the opportunity, let's think about this. Oscar de la Hoya gave Floyd Mayweather the opportunity. He was in 154. He didn't need, to be honest, he didn't need to give Floyd Mayweather. He could have Oscar de la Hoya could have retired after the Marcos the Ricardo Mayorga fight. He could have retired. And Pretty Boy would never turn the money made. If Oscar de la Hoya didn't give him an opportunity, let's also not forget that Oscar de la Hoya gave Floyd Mayweather Sr. an opportunity. When Floyd Mayweather just wanted Roger. And when Floyd Mayweather kicked out his own father from the house, it was Oscar de la Hoya that bought Floyd Mayweather Sr. a house. It was Oscar de la Hoya that bought Floyd Mayweather Sr. a Mercedes. And it was Oscar de la Hoya that picked up Floyd Mayweather Sr. from the street. And this is why today, Floyd Mayweather Sr. give the utmost respect to Oscar de la Hoya. Can't rewrite history. He made him a millionaire trainer. He made him a millionaire trainer. When his own son didn't want to be trained by his own father, Oscar De La Hoya truly gave Floyd Mayweather Sr. an opportunity. Kobe in the building. What's good, Kobe? Kevin the fact. Those are just the facts. Those are just the facts. Even when they fought each other, even when they fought each other, let's not forget that Oscar De La Hoya is the one that bought Floyd Mayweather Sr. his seats. Let's not forget that too. You know why Oscar De La Hoya is so successful? Ladies and gentlemen, you know why Oscar De La Hoya is so successful? It's because he always have pushed his ego to the side. Oscar De La Hoya has always pushed his ego to the side. Is the reason why he's still in the top of his game today. Think about it. If somebody whoop you, think about it, the people that he look, when he created Golden Boy Promotions, who has shares? Bernard Hopkins, he beat Oscar De La Hoya. Shane Mosley, he beat Oscar De La Hoya. Ricky Hatton, remember Ricky Hatton had, what was it? Punch promotion or Pound promotion, remember? And Oscar De La Hoya was the first one to partner up with fighters to build boxing. If he had an ego, he would never put himself into business with Bernard Hopkins. If he had an ego, he would never be in business with Shane Mosley. Oscar De La Hoya is the first one to partner up to make you feel empowered. Oscar De La Hoya is the one that gave Al Heyman an opportunity. Oscar De La Hoya was the man that gave Heyman an opportunity. Al Hamon, there won't be no PBC if it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya. There won't be no PBC if it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya. There won't be the heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder, if it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya. The last American, I'm gonna say that Andy Ruiz was the last American and stuff like that. Oscar De La Hoya has been the catalyst in the sport of boxing, business-wise. Miguel Cotto's promotion. He opened the doors. He opened his arm for Miguel Cotto's promotion. He opened the arms for UK for Ricky Hatton's promotion. When you hear all these fighters talking about, they got their own promotional company. Oscar De La Hoya was the first one to open his arms for these guys. Manny Pacquiao Promotions. What was Manny Pacquiao's first fight that he flipped the bill? Manny Pacquiao Promotions in partners with Golden Boy Promotions for the Lucas Matthysse and the Manny Pacquiao fight. Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya said, no, you ain't under me. No, let's be partners. Let's be partners. Almighty. Don't like nobody. Facts. De La Hoya is a living legend. In and out the ring. I don't give a damn if I want to talk about the lingerie. Damn it. Everybody go crazy, man. He was making that girl laugh. But damn it. You turn crazy. You get drunk. You all get drunk. We all use some substance here and there. Shout out to Almighty Don't Like Nobody in the building. What's good, man? Kobe in the building. BX in the building. What's good, Kobe? Now look, and I appreciate you with a $5. The thing is, Oscar was liked by, man, Oscar De La Hoya was liked by everybody because he fought everybody at any time, any place, anywhere. Oscar De La Hoya is the standard. Oscar De La Hoya never marinated a fight. When did Oscar De La Hoya marinated a fight? When did we say, yo, Oscar De La Hoya, man, he's keeping up from fighting? Man, we waiting 2, 3, 4, 5 years for Oscar De La Hoya to fight the fight. Oscar De La Hoya never made us wait. When did Oscar De La Hoya made us wait? Shane Mosley, you want to fight me? Let's go. Corte, you want to fight me? Let's go. Trinidad, you want to fight me? Let's go. Camacho, you want to fight me? Let's go. Pitt Whitaker, you want to fight me? Let's go. Floyd Mayweather, you want to fight me? Let's go. Let's go. Ricardo Mayor, you want to fight me? Let's go. Fernando Vargas, you want to fight me? Let's go. I ain't waiting on nothing. I ain't building nothing. I ain't marinating nothing. I'm going to whip your ass. May the best man win. That's Oscar De La Hoya. Look at us waiting for Bud Crawford, Earl True Smith for 4 years. Waiting for Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather for 7 years. Oscar De La Hoya ain't never made us wait. Oscar De La Hoya ain't never made us wait. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. Tell me when Oscar De La Hoya made you wait. Tell me. Tell me. When Don King went down and Don King, that big empire went down, Golden Boy Promotions lift boxing up. Golden Boy Promotion, Oscar De La Hoya had boxing on his shoulder. Had boxing on his shoulder. Oscar is underrated. I'm gonna tell you like this: Oscar De La Hoya is not giving it the proper flowers. He ain't giving his proper flowers. All the credit that Oscar De La Hoya has been given. No. People ain't giving him his proper flowers. People ain't giving him his proper flowers. Ladies and gentlemen, who gave you the biggest fight of the year? Who gave you the most lucrative fight of the year? In boxing, who gave you the most lucrative fight of the year? It got Oscar De La Hoya ingredients. It got Oscar De La Hoya ingredients. Right? 20 years in business as a promoter is no small feat. Thank you, Khan. 20 years as a promoter in the cesspool and the gangsters playground. You know when Oscar De La Hoya became a promoter that everybody wanted him out? How this boxer, because I'm going to tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen, in the business of boxing, the most threatening thing in the sport of boxing is a smart boxer. I ain't talking about the smart boxer in the ring. I ain't talking about the ring IQ. I'm talking about just normal IQ. The most threatening thing in the sport of boxing for the powers that be is when a fighter knows his value. That's the most threatening thing. When Mikey Garcia found what his value is, what happened? Court. They didn't fight. How much he got paid, though? Well, Andre Ward found his value. Yeah. They don't like fighters when they empower themselves. They like you. And I told you this a long time ago. If you follow the channel, in the sport of boxing and the business of boxing, they love vulnerable fighters. The day that fighters wake up and smarten up, that's when they don't like it. Look how Teofimo Lopez be talking. Exposing. Shh, shut up. Tio, what's wrong with you? You're mental. Cállate la boca. Shut up. Nah, it's because he knows. See, he's understanding his value. And this is what happens in the world and society today. When you understand your value, you a threat. You a threat. Let's go. 2-time in the building. Con los 5 pesos. Says salute. Punch Run Boxing. Good looking out, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you to the fullest, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Almighty. Don't like nobody. Punch. Oh, honestly, how dirty did Richard Schaefer do Oscar? Golden Boy was the truth. This is what I feel. I don't know for a fact. This is what I feel. That he probably was working a deal with Al Hamon. Behind Oscar's back. And still, Oscar De La Hoya is in business. Think about it. Oscar De La Hoya got stripped from half his stable. Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Deontay Wilder, and Canelo Alvarez stood. People thought that this Golden Boy promotion was going to go down when he lost all them fighters to Al Heyman. Pero tú sabes que había una culebra. Tú sabes que había culebra. Because in the end of the day, whether people like it or not, the man that opened the door for Al Heyman to be a powerhouse was Oscar De La Hoya. Y La Culebra snaked them. Guess what? They thought that Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion was going to go down and was going to drain and was going to sink. Nah, still making the biggest fights. Still making the biggest fights. Triple G, Canelo Alvarez. When Canelo Alvarez left, what did people say? Yo, what's going to happen to Golden Boy Promotions? What happened to Golden Boy Promotions? What happened? Still in business. Still in business. Still in business, ladies and gentlemen. They had a knock on the door. Al Heyman, PBC had a knock on Oscar De La Hoya's door and be like, hey, we want to do business with you with that kid, Ryan Garcia. Oh, huh? The rooster came back home, huh? Oh, you want that money fight? Oh, I got the product for that money fight. Oh, you coming back home, huh? Oh, you coming back to me. Ah, me quitaste todos los fighters, ¿verdad? Ah, te fuiste con todos los fighters y ahora tú me estás llamando para atrás para pelear a Ryan Garcia porque tú quieres Chelito en The Showtime se está yendo para la mierda. Ajá, tú quieres esta pelea con Ryan Garcia, con Devante Tank Davis, ¿verdad? Yeah. What's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing? What's the most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing? Dime mi gente. No era Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia? Golden Boy Promotions did it again. He said Ryan Garcia trying to leave Golden Boy. Que no se vaya. And even if Ryan Garcia leaves, Oscar De La Hoya have shown you time and time again. Váyanse bye. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yo soy Oscar De La Hoya. Ustedes son pelagato. This is Oscar De La Hoya. I'm going to tell you like this. Do you think that Oscar De La Hoya is fazed by these guys? He has a career. He is Oscar De La Hoya. He ain't top. He ain't not Bob Arum. Bob Arum is a good promoter, but he never got in the ring. This is Oscar De La Hoya. I got a legacy. Legacy till I die. My offspring's going to live off my legacy. They're going to live on my legacy. Oscar De La Hoya is good without Canelo Alvarez. You need it. Oscar don't need Canelo Alvarez. Canelo need Oscar De La Hoya. He already did his legacy. Oscar De La Hoya turned shit to gold. You don't turn Oscar De La Hoya to gold. He is the golden one. He is the golden child. He is the golden boy. He is the golden man. He is the standard of sport of boxing. He's the one that turned Pretty Boy into Money Made. He is the one that gave Canelo Alvarez his name. He's the one that got the Ryan Garcia of this generation, the cash cow of this generation, Ryan Garcia. Oscar De La Hoya is the standard of boxing. Everything he turns into gold. Oscar De La Hoya don't need nobody. They need Oscar De La Hoya. His portfolio speaks for itself. Al Heyman needed Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd Mayweather, after he left Top Rank, where did he crawl up to? Who was the one that was flipping his fights bill? Who was flipping the bill for Floyd Mayweather's fight? Golden Boy Promotions, bro. Golden Boy Promotions, bro. Fuck out of here. Tell me if I'm lying. Demon, nah, Punch, you lying. Nah, Punch, you lying. Fuck out of here, bro. And he did it as a fighter with everybody against him. Oh, yo, Oscar De La Hoya snip. Y que de, si se quiere dar su patada, que se dé su patada. ¿Ah? ¿Ah? If you want que se dé su patada, that's his life. ¿Ah? Shit, he could do whatever he want to do. ¿Usted se dan su patada y su trago también? No. Yo, Oscar De La Hoya, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mira, señor. Like, y'all don't got no weaknesses and stuff like that. Como ustedes son santos. Ustedes son de que evangélicos ahora, eh. Ustedes son de que evangélicos. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Who gave Manny Pacquiao his biggest payday before that? Man, please, man. Oscar De La Hoya is the catalyst. Erase Oscar De La Hoya. Tell me, if Oscar, put it this way, ladies and gentlemen, let's be real. Let's be, bro. He said, haha, Punch, you love sucking up when someone, ahora siempre. Porque tú no dices thank you, Daniel? Why you don't say thank you? That's every time there's haters. Every time Punch Unboxing get an interview. Porque tú no dices why they like to interview, why they like to talk to me? ¿Ah? Porque ellos quieren hablar conmigo, maldito palomo. Daniel. Hater. Always a hater. Always a hater. Just come to my channel and be like, hey, yo, Punch. Damn, yo, you had Oscar De La Hoya on your channel. No. Being a hater. Lo hater. Yo, you understand that the more that you hate Punch Unboxing, I keep on elevating? Hate me more, brother. Hate me more. I'm going to keep on elevating, bro, because I speak truth. And the boxing world be like, ese tigre, ese loquito, ponte drunky, ese loquito, pues ese sabe de boxeo, mi hermano. Ese sabe de boxeo. Fuck you con you thank you. Get the fuck out of here, man. No me diga thank you ahora. Métete ese thank you por la nalga, maldito palomazo. Señor Daniel, no me diga thank you a mí. Ya tú hablaste, no me diga thank you. I'm humble to a point. Out of here. Don't give me no backhand compliments. Get the hell out of here. Don't give me no backhand compliments. Out of here, bro. You said what you said. Out of here. Give me backhand compliment. No, thank you. Thank you nothing. Métete ese thank you por la nalga, por el fullín. Ahora di que thank you. Porque tú no viniste and say thank you first. Fucking haters. Dile con, stand on it. Ya, no me diga thank you. Ya. You know my friend. You know my friend. I know what's in your heart. That's what's wrong with our culture, though. That's what's wrong with our culture. Every time somebody is elevating. Yeah, let me tell you like this. That's my in terms of the magnitude of the fighter. Yeah, he's done interview with other publications and stuff like that. But for me, that y'all see me work this channel and build this channel from the ground up, from 0 subscribers to where I'm at today, and got one of the gods of boxing. Mira te tigre hating, because that's our community, that's our culture. Oh, look at Punch Unboxing. No, he got an interview. Por eso toca nada que están hablando mierda. Go right now, other people talking live. I'm hablando mierda. Yo tengo Oscar De La Hoya hablando con Poche Dronque Boxing. Con Poche Dronque. Mételo por el culo. Que se meta ese thank you por el culo fue el fullín, hediondo. Báñate, palomo. There's a time to critique. No, there's a time to critique me. There's a time to critique Punch Unboxing. Por ahora, hoy, no critique. Thank you. That's it. Thank you and walk away. Que me, I'm feeding the boxing world. Toma, ahora the other boxing, they could take these interview and say what he say. But I'm feeding the boxing community. Ahí, toma, ustedes son, toma. Tú no quieres comer. No, mami, yo no quiero. Toma la comida, señor. That's what I do to the boxing world. Whether you like it or not, I force feed your ass. I don't like that Punch Unboxing, but shit, you got an interview and shit. Let me listen to what he has to say. I feed you. But ladies and gentlemen, look, everybody's talking about it. Of course, people keep on talking about this Showtime, PBC, what they're going to be doing. They're going to sign on Amazon. They're going to sign on the Zone. Oscar De La Hoya said that he said the same thing that Eddie Hearn said. Basically, hopefully we could all be under one umbrella. He wants to work with all the promoters and things of that nature. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear that all the egos need to set aside. All the promoters. Mira, Bob Arum, tú eres un viejo, ya, tu casi te va a morir. Say humble. Trabaja con todo. Eddie Hearn. You want to be successful in America? Eddie Hearn, do you want to be successful in America? Work with the promoters. Work with Bob Arum. Work with Dr La Hoya. If you want to be successful here. Al Heyman, seña la cara ya. Shout out to Al Heyman, pero ya seña la cara. ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué? Everybody got to work together. Or boxing is going to go down. Or there's going to be networks that be like, man, why would I waste my money on boxing? If it's a niche sport, think about it. If it's a niche sport, why do I got to give this contract of 5 years, 4 years to a niche sport? You're only going to put something in my pocket twice or once every year. And that's if you're giving me a big fight. Basketball is feeding the networks and feeding the sponsors, and they're getting their revenue. They're getting their money right back. Baseball, they're getting their money right back. Football, they're getting their money right back in the weekends and stuff like that. But boxing. Mira, if somebody owes you money, right? This is boxing. This was what happened. This is what happened at Showtime. When they be like, oh man, we got to put these fights together, right? And they put that fight, they put all the fights together in the last week. And shout out to Showtime. Y'all know that I support Showtime. I support Steven Espinoza. I support Steven Espinoza. I support Al Heyman. I support Dr La Hoya. I support Eddie Hearn. I support Bob Arum. I support everything that showcase boxing. I support any network. I'm subscribed to DAZN. I'm subscribed to ESPN Plus. I buy all the pay-per-views. I don't care. I'm not this guy that be like, I ain't gonna pay pay-per-view. I ain't gonna pay for pay-per-view. No. I'm gonna pay for pay-per-view. I don't give a damn. I love boxing. I'm addicted to boxing. And I'm gonna give money to the fighters. F it. Put my song. Oh, Scott, you're gonna have to get Omega from the island, but easy for you. But this is how we coming. So enséñalo, Ponce, Drunky, Kobe. A ver qué está Randy, la música de Randy. A ver, hey, la música. ¡Al jamón! ¡Al jamón! ¡Trabajó! Showtime, ¿dónde va? Showtime, ¿dónde va? Showtime, ¿dónde va? Se fue. Kobe con los 10 pesos a comprar comida china. A comprar comida china. Where is it going to go? There's people that's talking down about the sport. There's people that's talking down. Ha 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 ha. Showtime is done. Ha ha ha. Yes, I mean it was that. Huh? Ain't you a boxing fan? Don't you care about the show box? Don't you care about the young fighters, the show box? Showtime is done. Yes, I mean you a boxing fan or what? Huh? Lalo Roman con los 2 pesos de plátano. How do I become a member of Ponce Ronky? Está ahí, mi hermano. No lo poní hoy. Espera, te enseño ahora. Give me 1 second, my friend. Kobe, con los 10 pesos de Cash App. Kobe, 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 Kobe. Gracias de lo mío. Con el 10 pesos de Cash App a comprar French fry con chicken wing. Better, my friend. 1 second. 1 second, my friend. Hablo. One second. Give me 1 second. Let me put it right here. If you want to become a member, let me put a link right here. If you want to become a member of Punch de Ronky Boxing, smash the like button. Smash the like button. We got 100 like. Let's get it to 200. Let's get it to 200. Let's get it to 200. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Boom. Gracias, Lalo, de lo mío, gracias. There you go. I'll put it in the pen right now. If you want to become a member of Punch Unboxing, we working out here, y'all. We working. Epic Magic! What's good, bro? What's good, man? Long time no see, my friend. How's business, my brother? Hardworking man right here. I was removing these channels. Removed yours. My bad. Oh, Epic. Oh, my friend. You left. You abandoned your brother. That's not good. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's no good, bro. Come on, brother. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Supporting me for a long time, brother. You've been supporting me for a long time, man. Hope you're doing well. You, your family, your business, man. Hopefully everything God has, everything you prayed on, man, God has giving it to you tenfold. Almighty don't like nobody said appreciate your grind, brother. Punch delivering an interview with Oscar on a lazy Thursday was good shit. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, brother, man. Share the live, man. Support the channel, share the live, smash the like it, share it on your social media platform, put it on Instagram, put it on your Facebook, put it on your Twitter, man. Tell the people, man, that Punch, we working out here, son. We working. Este loquito, este crazy, my friend, is working, man. But for real though, boxing has been good. 2023. I know a lot of people is talking about. Look, people's talking about that Showtime is, of course, is not going to be broadcasting boxing anymore. But the year ain't even done. And even when Showtime is walking out the door, they still going to be putting up the best fights. November 25th, Thanksgiving. Thank you, Showtime, on Thanksgiving weekend. Thank you, Showtime. You have given me and given us a fight that many in the community have been stressing. Maybe not the matchup, right? But everybody wanted to see people fight each other and now wait on Canelo Alvarez. Isn't that one of the most talked about things, right? Yo, stop waiting on Canelo Alvarez. Stop waiting on Canelo. All right, David Benavidez ain't waiting on Canelo Alvarez. The Misandre, stop waiting on Canelo. All right, the Misandre ain't waiting on Canelo Alvarez. They fighting each other. Showtime is putting on that card. Showtime, even on their out, is still leaving with a bang. Everybody gonna step up. If Showtime shows you throughout the year from the beginning to end, now imagine If Showtime was doing that, right? Imagine if Top Rank was doing that on top of that. They did a good job too. Top Rank gave us Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. Top Rank gave us Teofimo Lopez versus Josh Taylor. Top Rank gave us Shakur Stevenson moving up to the 135-pound division to give you Yoshino. Robisi Ramirez. Showtime. I'm saying Top Rank did give us Naoya Inoue with the help of Al Hamon with Stephen Fulton. The best thing about this year, and I always said it, and I said it to Eddie Hearn when I interviewed him. I said it to Shakur Steve. I'm sorry. I said it to Steven Espinoza when I interviewed him. One of the primary issues in the sport of boxing has been inactivity for the fighters, especially with other sports, right? The athletes, they're the one that build the sport or move the sport, put an eyeball on the sport, right? This year has been active of good fights, and they have seized the momentum. I'm happy. I'm a happy boxing fan. I'm a happy boxing fan. It's unfortunate that Showtime is not going to be here, but we understand that the things is going to keep on moving because PBC Al Heyman did sign Canelo Alvarez for a 3-fight deal. PBC did sign David Benavidez to a 3-fight deal. I never thought that the Demis Andre was going to be working with Al Heyman again. They made amends. He's working with Al Heyman. Demis Andre. Shout out to Demis Andre for being humble. Because Demis Andre, for his caliber, being a headliner, took a fight with Damon Nicholson, and probably I think it was testing Demis Andre. All right, you want to okay? We cool again. We're gonna put you with Desmond Nicholson behind the fight behind Rashidi Ellis. Ooh, I'll take that. Demis Andre. Sometimes you got to work the business. Sometimes fighters have to humble themselves. Look what he got rewarded. Y'all was laughing. Didn't y'all laugh at Demis Andre? Yo, he's fighting almost in the prelims with Damon Nicholson. You work the game. You show them that you're willing to be a team guy. Al Heyman said, you know what? Headline pay-per-view, let's go. David Benavidez, Demis Andre. See, maybe Keith Thurman hasn't been in the ring because maybe he wasn't a team guy. Because when it was the pandemic and Keith Thurman, who's been the spearhead, didn't want to fight in the pandemic, then they had to call in Sean Porter to fight. Did Sean Porter get Bud Crawford? What did Keith Thurman get? Don't be saying no. Why you act like you're in position to say no? We need you, Keith. I think that's what happened to Keith one-time Thurman. Where Al Heyman needed him the most and the company needed him the most because he's been the spearhead when it comes to viewership. And when they needed him the most in the pandemic, Keith Thurman said, no. Bro, we need you, bro. I think that's what happened to Keith Thurman. That's why we haven't seen him back in the ring in a significant fight. He didn't work the system. And I'm just assuming Keith Thurman let PBC down. He said, hey man, he said, I'm back. I had to go with a beer run. He said, Keith Pootie Tan Thurman. Y'all know I'm a hardcore Keith Thurman fan. Y'all know that. Always gonna be because he made me love boxing again. I'm always gonna be a Keith Thurman fan. But like I always say, I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I think when he said no during the pandemic, when they needed you the most. Remember, when PBC makes their deal, whether it was an NBC, Keith Thurman is the guy. He opens every PBC event when they get that contract, right? He opens it ESPN, NBC, primetime CBS with Danny Swift Garcia. He's always been the spearhead. Fox, even the Josecito Lopez fight. Prior to the Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, that was the most view boxing event. on primetime TV. And then the pandemic happened. And we need some viewership because we ain't going by Gates. Who is the guy that's leading the way in viewership for PBC? Keith Thurman said, I don't want to fight. And now look where he's at right now. Look where he's at right now. Sean Porter came through with Formella. La Ramon. Yo. Yo. I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. No te oigo. Try to hop back in. Give me one shit. Hold on. What I put on the link? Give me 1 second. Why I put the stream out there? I'm sorry, that wasn't even it. Hold on, give me 1 second. My fault. Let me put the. Give me 1 second. Why did I put the link there? Oh. Oh. My fault. That's my fault. That's to become a member. Lalo. There you go. I put it right there. My fault. I put the link. Demon Omar. What's good? Let me see if I want to put other people on the channel, but I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. See if But anyway, man, you know what? I want to chop this one up. It's been an epic one. It's been an epic year. It's been an epic live. I hope y'all enjoyed the interview. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we got the right questions in. If I didn't, I apologize. If y'all didn't like all the questions or things of that nature, you didn't get probably the headline that y'all wanted. But I think I wanted to ask. I think I asked him the questions that I wanted to ask him. With Oscar De La Hoya, so I still want to give him credit for showing love to the channel and stuff like that. But I'm going, you know what I'm saying, chop this one up, make some videos and stuff like that, and chop this video up. It's a lot of things I want to go through, and I want to thank each and every one of y'all that supported the channel today, support the live, supported the interview, man. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody. Again, God first, everything second, 5+ Survive Eagles, true champions. Best interview so far. I think maybe get him on live. Yeah, man, we were supposed to, but I could tell that he was in a car or something like that, and it's been a busy day. And I guess. I mean, hey, we spoke to the man. We got an interview, man. I'm grateful for it. Of course, visual and everything like that will be good, but well, we got the audio, we got the man, we got his information, and probably he'll come back again. Keep on supporting the channel. He'll be back soon. Y'all keep on supporting the channel. Let's get these numbers up. Let's get these mediocre numbers up, man. We putting in work out here, man. When I say we, the people that right now in the chat that's supporting the channel, we put in work. You know what I'm saying? You trust in Punch Run Boxing, and y'all already know I'm on that job. I'm on that work. We getting it. We taking over. That's it. Shout out to all the channels. But ain't nobody gonna work. Ain't nobody gonna outwork me. You know what I'm saying? But we need that support as well, man. So God bless each and every one of y'all, man. Tomorrow we back at it. We back at it live. And hey, man, if there's other fighters that be like, hit me up, yo, let's go live when we back at it. We'll see, man. I'm staying up. It's time to work. Love y'all. Jorge in the building. All the members in the building. If you want to become a member of the Punch Run Boxing, y'all already know, man. Become a member. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next. Let's go. We out.